Yeah. Hi guys, it's Real Buggi. I'll be on the September issue of the Parents Magazine, so make sure you grab a copy. Yeah, for me, it's been solid. It's been great. A lot of up and downs, but that's part of the journey, and that's what I credit it for. So for me, it's been tough, but if it's tough, then you're doing the work and you're putting in the work. So for me, my acting journey so far, it's going somewhere. I'm not anywhere close to where I want to be, but I also have to appreciate the steps I'm making, and I also have to appreciate where I am, because a lot of people would want to be here. So yeah, so for me, my acting journey has been solid, and I'd say 4.5. Yeah.
With the much you've accomplished.
Not yet. So there's one thing a lot of actors don't pay attention to. You can be the most talented actor, you can be the best on set, but we're in a new age, and this new age, it's all about social media. Social media, it brings about the aspect of branding. So you need to brand yourself as an actor. I go to some actors, when you go to some pages of some actors, a while back, me included, this is a very nice actor or actress, top note A-list, but when I go to your page, all I see is videos of you, sijui ukiwa dunda, sijui ukiwa wapi. That's wrong branding. Me as a director, when I go to your page, I want to see headshots. I want to see, so that's an aspect of branding, and that's all to do with management. So I think every young actor should be very aware about the business aspect and the branding aspect of your craft, because the thing about acting, it's the eye. So people will love what they see. People will want to engage with you with what they see. So it's very important for you to have a manager, because first of all, I usually say artists, we are the most vulnerable to be exploited in this industry, because generally an actor, a musician, an artist can do it for free, just because of the love and the passion. So you need someone to balance that math so that no one can exploit you. You can do it for the love, but you also need to get paid. You also need to make money from this. So that's why it's very important for you to have a manager. And for you to have a manager you can trust. For me, if you're a young person, I'd suggest chukua huyo boy wako wa mtaa akuwe manager wako. Si boy wa mtaa, like huyo boy wako tu, mse ako age yako, mse ako na the same vision as you. Also, usichukue tu mse wote, semeniaje. You need to have someone with the same vision as you. Someone who genuinely cares about your brand. Simsi anakupigia tu kikiwa na deal. You need someone who will call you who's genuinely invested in your brand. You get? Yeah. So it's very important for young actors to have that in mind. Like in this generation, everybody can act, but you need to have that. It's called je ne sais quoi, something like that. Something. Thank you. I used to love football. I used to play, when I was young, I used to play football more than I used to act, until Machachari came through, and it reached a place where because we were shooting so much, I had to decide, because we were shooting on weekends and holidays. So I couldn't play football, study, and so, yeah, for me it's sports, football, or business, basically, yeah.
And that one dream that your mom had for you,
yeah. Funny enough, my mom always wanted me to be a doctor or a nurse, because she thinks I genuinely care about people. But anyway, yeah, she really wanted me to be a doctor or a nurse, a male nurse.
Yeah. Now, do you see the possibility of that?
Never. That was when I was a kid. I told you, by the time I was 10, by the time I started Machachari, by the time I realized this thing is something I want to do, I told my mom, this is my career, this is what I want to do. Please support me, please work with me through this journey, and that's exactly what she's done.
You speak so highly about your mom. Please tell us about her and you. You can use all the lovely words.
I don't think there is any word to describe her, because even lovely is not enough. So yeah, she's basically my second god. Yeah.
So how do you just get your mind off the hustling bustle of acting? How do you unwind?
I am one guy who loves views. getting out of town or just going somewhere with nice views, evening walks, some nice music here and there. So for me, it's very, very cheap, but just connecting with nature. Nakumbuka tukiwa Machachari, kuna episodes tulikuwa fanya za rap battle. And I remember kuna kile episode ya rap battle lazima Kenny angekuwa. And nilikuwa naandika mavasi na chocha wase. Then I used to love King Kaka. So King Kaka, he was called Rabbit at that time, he used to come to our set. So mimi niko na Rabbit day one akakuwa starstruck. So hata nikirap, nilikuwa na rap kae na sound ka Rabbit exact. So then I realized I love writing poetry. My own time, I write poetry, I write verses. So, and also the people I listen to. So for me, I think music is something that I'll definitely do. But for now, since this is a path that is going my way, I'm one person who deals with one thing at a time. Let me put my energy in this. Hii kijipa itasupporti ingine. Yeah. I'm going to do it here, yeah. Kosi pale anasamanga na jamingi haraka saa zingine. Mimi jamaa haraka Kosi. Kosi Makena. That's wengi, but basically I think we will always, you can never be content with who you are. You'll always want to improve something about yourself every day. The moment you become content, it's the moment you stop growing as a person. So I'll generally want to improve every aspect of my life. My patience, my hard work, me being open-minded. So yeah. Basically in the film industry, we can say, yeah, I think young people should be more represented with stories that speak directly to them, and we don't whitewash. Let's stop the hypocrisy on our screens, and let's stop limiting us from having these conversations. The reason why many young people are in this crisis is because it's not being talked about. You understand? It's not being talked about. I mean, I was looking at the numbers of HIV infections that are surging over 100. Now it's over 140,000. Kids aged between 14 to 18 who are testing HIV positive. You understand? Kids, we have campus students who are addicted to promethazine, codeine, things that we are not addressing. We have kids who have trauma from childhood, from their upbringing. We have kids who are dealing with depression, unemployment, police brutality. And unfortunately, our media stations or whatever platforms we have are not addressing those things. We need to have shows that actually speak. Art is a very powerful weapon, and art can be used to speak to a whole generation. So I think if you have platforms that speak to us, and we stop the hypocrisy of, no, we can't have that content being aired on our TV station. We can't have people kissing on screen. We can't have people smoking or doing this, but that is exactly what young people are doing. If you don't address these issues, you'll keep on judging us, condemning us, without giving us any possible solutions to fix this generation. I always say, that is a damaged generation trying to fix a more damaged generation. So unless we come together in a level ground and try to understand each other and address these issues, imagine the kind of damage the next generation will face. Yeah, so we came up with this concept with my team, Tevin Fad, McKenna, Kosi. It's called Mid-Young Crisis. So basically, it's a web series, but we've now expanded it to a whole conversation, a whole movement. So basically, it's just a platform where we want to really talk about the issues that young people are facing. Our long-term goal is to have a proper series, full series, 45 minutes episodes to an hour on a proper streaming platform like Netflix or Showmax, God willing, whereby we will be telling stories of young people, what we are going through. For now, we're on YouTube. We already have 5 episodes out. I think by the time the issue will be out, we'll be having 6, 7 episodes out. We're having a podcast too, because we realized since it's a web series, it's only 15 minutes. We can't address every issue within those 15 minutes. If I want to talk about drug abuse, I won't be able to completely address drug abuse within 15 minutes because there's a lot of things I need to add. There's a comical aspect, this and this and this. So we decided we can have a more serious and deep conversation if we have a podcast, which we can directly link with many young people on social media and start having these conversations by ourselves, because we have waited for them to start these conversations with us. We have government bodies, but are they really doing anything? We have government bodies to help us with these things, but we are not being represented well there. So that's Media in Crisis. Basically, it's a platform where we will tell stories for young people the way they should be told. We won't whitewash anything. For the podcast, we'll have these conversations, and we are just trying to make the impact and make the change. First of all, what I would tell my younger me is stop stressing. I used to pressure myself a lot. I used to give myself timelines. By the time I reach this age, I want to be. By the time I'm in 18, I want to have won this award. I want to do this. I want to do this. That's a lot of pressure that young people tunajipea right from when you are in school, high school. Nini unaget tunajipea hizo pressure mob. Manze mimi nataka baini kwa nimegraduate, nimefanya hivi na hivi na hivi. Then you're 21, 22, 23, you realize it's not happening. You start motivation and chini. By the time you're 26, 27, 28, you're depressed, you know. So first of all, I will tell my young self is, first I will appreciate every step I'm making and not overpressure myself and not be afraid to make the mistakes that I was doing. So, and another thing I will tell my younger self is, be wise when 40. Though when I was young, maisha ni ngumu bana, maisha ni ngumu. So if I was young, I wish when I was young I was aware about these things, because I wasn't aware, because I think it's very important even for education system from as early as niko class 5, hata nikuwe politically aware of my country. Let me know how the government is, let me know the real things, you know. Sisi sazile unapata wazee bado wanachochocho huku nje, and you keep on making the same mistakes. Internationally, I'd love to work with Cillian Murphy. And I would also love to work with Omari Hardwick. Locally, I would love, there are a couple of people I'd love to work with locally. Some of them, I've worked with them. I would love to work with Paul Ogola. I would love, and I'm hoping to work with, I've worked with him. So that's another person, Paul Ogola. I'd love also to work with Nick Mtuma. I would also love to work with Kate actress. Yeah.
That's it from me.